Hello, everybody. I just want to make a quick video because I know I sent out a whole lot of announcements via text. And I don't want you to just think that I'm some computer behind a screen. I really am a real person. So I kind of wanted to make sure I'm introducing myself, make sure you can kind of match a face to a name and see there's a human element to it. Also, to let you know that I'm here for you. I'm here to help. If there's anything you need at all, to please reach out and let me know. I definitely want to help out, and so hopefully you see that by the amount of emails that I'm sending out. I don't mean to overload you, but I know that there's a lot going on, and this is an accelerated course. So I just want to make sure that you're ready for that. Um, so, uh, so I want to touch on a few things in particular, as far as just kind of making our way through the module and through the course in general, really. So for starters, I want to talk about your learning activities. And so when I say learning activities, what I mean are the ways that you learn the material that aren't necessarily graded. So that's going to be the readings, the videos, the websites that I send you out to, and things like that. Um, no one of those is meant to cover the entire module. The module is meant to be all those pieces being put together. So, in order to make sense of that, I want to make sure that you noticed that there was a guided notes that you could download. Those guided notes were found in the module format page, and they're going to be there for every single module. And so the idea is if you download those and print those off, then you can make sure that you're taking notes on all the important parts. So if you can fill in every piece of that, that's great. And if you can't, if there's something you can't find in there, please reach out to me and I'd be happy to help. So make sure you're doing that. That'll be helpful when you start studying for tests too, because if you can take all your notes right there on those guided notes, then when it comes time for a test, you can go and just get all those out and start preparing. So they kind of serve a couple purposes there. The other thing I want to talk about is with the problem sets and make sure that we kind of see the basic structure of the problem sets and how they're worked out. And also one of the things that I try to make available for every single problem. So the problem sets are always going to have multiple choice questions followed by calculation questions. The multiple choice questions are going to be concept based, and I want you to put some serious thought into them before you just mark an answer. You get 2 attempts for free. So your first attempt and your second attempt could be for 100% credit. If it takes you a third attempt, you only get half credit. And by a fourth attempt, nothing. So you want to make sure that you're getting those down good, and there's no reattempts on those. Once you get your score, that's it for multiple choice. So make sure you're using your notes and looking at those. Now, it comes to the calculation question, so basically anything that you have to type a number for an answer instead of just clicking something. So those calculation questions, you still get your 2 attempts for free, and then you lose 25%. So you're at 75% credit. By your third attempt, you're at the 75% credit. By the fourth attempt, you're at 50% credit. And by the fifth attempt, you're going to be at only 25% credit. After your fifth attempt, you can't get credit for the problem. But after that fifth attempt, you should see a button that's called Detailed Solution. I want to make you aware of that because if you get through all your attempts and you still don't know how to solve the problem, the Detailed Solution is going to walk you through one step at a time. And I went through painstaking effort to make sure that I coded this into every single question. Now, there's a few modules later in the course I still haven't done yet, but I hope by the time we get to them, they'll be done. I'm working on that to make sure that if for any of these calculation type questions, you get a full solution on how you should be doing the problem if you can't do it based on what you learn in the material already. So make use of that detailed solution. If you still can't get it, then go ahead and message your instructor. And I do also want to point out then, so after you use those 5 attempts and you can't get any credit for the problem, you can still always reattempt the problem by try a similar problem. In doing so, you start back off at your first attempt, so you can still get full credit for it. So after you get the problem wrong, go ahead and retry it. It's going to jumble up the numbers a little bit different on you, so you have a different problem to do. But please make use of that possibility there. So you definitely want to do that. Last thing I want to talk about. The last thing I want to talk about is just the general structure of the class and the big picture. So big picture, each module has 4 days to it. So I give you 4 days to complete each module, and you do not want to do this in marathon sessions. You don't want to wait till day 4 and say, I'm going to do the whole module today. I set aside a whole bunch of hours. That's not the way we can learn stats. For stats, you need to read a little bit, watch some videos, let it absorb, do some work, let that absorb, then go back and do more work. The ideal way to do this is to work a little bit every day. And if I were you, what I would do is I would try to come up with a plan as far as day 1 I do this, day 2 I do that, day 3 I do that, day 4 I do that. Now personally, what I would do if I were you is on day 1, I would try to do all the readings, watch the videos, and make it through the video lesson. If you don't get anything, email me a question. Then that's day 2. Read any responses you get from me, and then go through the problem set. Hopefully, you can get all the way through the problem set or at least get most of the way through. And again, anything you run into troubles with, email me questions. So that day 3 comes, you read the responses for the questions, finish up the problem set, and do either the analysis or investigating statistics in the media, whichever third assignment I give for that module. Any problems you run into, you email me questions. That way on day 4, your day 4 can be focused on rereading any responses you get from me, and then reviewing the material and make sure you really get it, reviewing your notes, make sure you took good notes before moving on. And if it happened to be a quick module for you, you can always move forward. You don't have to wait. You can always keep on going and move forward with the course. But that's what I would do if I were you, is work a little bit every single day. And if you have any questions at all, please reach out to me. I'm here for you and I want to help. So just let me know if I can do anything to help you out.